how would you describe Doug to us?
Well, Doug Strutt is the alpha guest at this dinner party. He is a billionaire real estate developer, which creates all sorts of knee-jerk reactions and comparisons, of course. But he is genial, self-satisfied, confident, unintimidated, seductive man. You can't help like him, which is what, that's the dark irony of the movie. The more he says, the more troubling it is, and it's all the more troubling because he says it with such charm.
And with a smile all the time.
With humor.
As you were saying, as things go on, he gets himself into more trouble and says some things that are slightly unacceptable. As an actor, you're always told not to judge your character. Mm-hmm. Was it quite hard not to judge him in some ways?
Well, of course I have my reaction to people like Doug Strutt, but I am a character actor. The bolder the colors, the more I like the characters, like them playing. And the best way to play a character like this, who is a villain in any conventional sense of the term, is not to play him as a villain at all. Play him just as the sort of, no one is a villain in his own story. He thinks he's the only person in the room who's really found the secret of life.
There are some obvious parallels as a billionaire real estate developer with someone else who is frequently villainized now in our media. Do you think that audiences would have read that in the same way had the outcome of the election been different?
I don't know. When I read the script, I read it in the month of June last year. I certainly saw those parallels, but I think the two characters are, I talk about the other as a character, because boy, is he a character. They are more different than similar. Yeah, this man is very powerful, has a lot of money, but in every other way, he is, well, he's very smart and canny and a great communicator, a great debater. He's actually interested in people. He's got a great sense of humor. He's undefended. He's unparanoid. He doesn't overreact. He takes things as they come. His line is, "I'm a big boy."
I like that line.
What could be more different?
Absolutely. The film obviously shines quite a light on the growing gulf between the haves and the have-nots, particularly in this country. How important is it to you to make films that do look at that side of international politics and
Well, I was very excited to read the script because, to me, it was so original for exactly that reason. It's like Mike White, the writer. He saw the potential. He saw how completely disarming and original it would be to put two characters together in a social situation who are from the two opposite ends of the economic spectrum. Doug Strutt, billionaire developer. Beatriz, Mexican immigrant, who has to count her pennies. You immediately see what this film is all about when Doug Strutt gets out of his chauffeur-driven Escalade with his wife, and he looks over and he sees an old jalopy parked in the driveway and wonders, what's this all about? You just don't see these people in this context, in this proximity to each other. You don't even see their vehicles in proximity with each other. That's how far apart we are, and that's the entire problem. We demonize the other side. So Mike set out to put these people in conflict, have them debate, and finding a very ingenious, ironic, and funny way to do it until it's not funny anymore.
Now, I know we have to wrap up, but I just wondered if you have an anecdote about the most awkward dinner party table you've ever been around.
Yes, I was sort of in Beatriz's situation. among some very rich people. It was when I was on tour with a show in Fort Lauderdale, and I was the actor guest. I was the comic relief. And they were serving stone crabs, which was this Florida specialty, and I didn't know how to eat a stone crab. And there were mallets and picks and things. And I actually cut the inside of my hand. Ooh. And I was so embarrassed that I just sort of wrapped my napkin into my hand and held it there for the rest of the meal. Now, that's how bad it can get. I mean, when you're out of your element, you know? But everybody has experiences like that. A bloody hand, and I couldn't say, you know, I've hurt myself, you know?